We're going to take a look now at how we work with metric units in AutoCAD. Now, at the moment, this drawing is open and it's using metric decimal units. Now, you can check that by way of our little setting down here on the status bar. If I click on that flyout, you can see that we're currently running decimal, like so. Now, as you can see as well, if you look at the dimensions here, they're obviously decimal millimeters dimensions as well. Now, obviously, when you're using these metric units, you're working to a specific full size in the Model tab. And what you do is you draw everything real life full size to those units. So if I zoom in on an area, say, where there's a door opening, let's zoom in here. As you can see, we've got various door openings. There's a door going outside there. If I zoom in real close on that, I should be able to measure that. Now, I can measure it, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But as I move the crosshair around, look at the coordinate readout down on the status bar. Can you see it's in the thousands there? Because we're working in metric millimeters. If that was in meters, it would be reading something like 45,67 in meters. But as I said, we're working in metric millimeters in this drawing. Now, the way to check the units in a drawing is to use the measuring tools in the Utilities panel in the Home tab on the ribbon. They're right over here. There you go. There's Utilities. Click on the flyout under Measure and use the Distance tool here, like so. So click on Distance. Now, you should have your object snaps on already. So what we'll do is we'll just hover there like that, click once, drag the crosshair down to the other side of the opening, click again. So that's telling us that that distance is 1155.70 millimeters. It's not going to be 1155 meters. It's not going to be 1155 inches and so on. So contextually, you can get a grasp of what units this drawing is using. I'll just hit escape there a couple of times to come out of the measure tool. So that's your units in a metric environment. And what we'll do in the next video is I'll show you how they display in an imperial setting where we're using feet and inches. Just before you close out the drawing, just double click on the wheel. That will zoom to the extent of the visible objects in the Model tab.